at 2 hour for 3 hour session's gone. That's weird. Where's that gone? Why has that done that? Why did it just cancel it? Weird. Well, it's now a 21 hour challenge. Yeah, anyhow. Right, we was in the middle of getting the logos on for the stats, so yeah, let's get that done. Right, let's let's get that done. So character creator, swordsman class, right. So on this vertical box, right, so we've got that, and then underneath we've got the player stats. Right, so on this we're going to need an image and then a text. Okay, we should really wrap them in their own little box. I like doing that, like wrapping them in their own little vertical box. No, horizontal box, sorry. And then just calling it the stat name. So I'm guessing this one is going to be attack. Attack box, right. So the images that we got are these ones. So we're going to slip that in. Obviously it's a bit big. Let's take it down to a quarter the size. Oh. That looks a bit squashed to me. That looks a bit squashed. So 35. There we go. Right, so 35 by 25 will do it. Let's grab our font that we're going to use, and specifically just for this I'm just going to put 15. Yeah. Okay. We then need to now duplicate that box. It gives us another one, and this stat. So we've got swordsman stat, swordsman box, then we've got swordsman class stats. Right, we've got attack box, and this one is going to be called defense. Defense box. Again, same sort of logo, but obviously it's a shield, and 35 by 25. Keep that in there like that. And for these ain't been coded in yet, so we're just gonna literally just put any random number. Right, so under stats we've got the attack box, defense box. Right, control D. Let's grab the run box or the health box. This is just so when you select the player, they've got different things, like different stats. So we may need to change that logo. It might look a little bit pants. Yeah, it's a bit too low. I'll show you quickly how I do it. So this is one of the best sites I use, so just quickly I'll just show you. So for example, we need go on icon 8, type in health. It gives you all the icons for health. So we just practically just want a basic one, maybe something like that. Change the colour, download, click off these, so you get 3, but you also get custom size. So I like keeping them all at 100. It keeps the pixels up. That will download. Slide over that. Whoops, that's me and my missus and my kids. There we go. Back onto here. Let's get rid of, before that closes that down, let's just clear that. Compile, save, and then we can delete this health logo. bring up and bring in the other one, wherever it saved. It saved in there somewhere. Did it save? Where did it save? Oh shit. Download. Yes please. Thank you. There it is. Right, so we can drag it in there. Always right click them, open them up and turn them into UI. So specifically just by this, if you don't know how to do that, always change it by UI. It just gives it a better background and it's not so resourceful. Go to images. Let's actually rename this as health icon. Again, it's too flat, so we might need to actually bring it up into the middle. I'm going to have to download that again quickly, so I'll show you how to do that. So let's just quickly change the colour black so we can see it. Let's add the padding to the bottom of the positioning. Let's position it more middle. Can you position it middle? See how that stands? That's sitting right at the bottom. We need to add that should do it. Let's just download that one. Fuck that off. Get rid of that again. Come on, I've only got 21 hours to do this. Let's move it along. Oh, the colour white. Right. Get it. Nah, there it is. Drag it in. Again, double click it. Change the. I don't know why it keeps opening on that screen. Change it from world to UI. It doesn't make, like, obviously if you got one or two it don't matter, but if you have loads then it's going to look a bit pants, but I think that's going to look pants and all, but we shall see. So let's just type in health icon 35 by 25 by 25 will be nice. Thank you. Yep. Oh my god, what are you doing? 25, thank you. Yeah, a bit small, but what are you playing at, you fucking thing? I just don't think we're gonna be able to get that any bigger without making them bigger. Oh my god. Right, sod it. We're just gonna go over love heart. I tried to be snazzy, but we're just gonna go over love heart. So give me a love heart. The thing is there's not many of them. See, that'd be good, but I don't really wanna. Alright, we'll go with something like that. Right, so again, colour to white. Download it as a custom. Pretty much instant, you know what I mean? Let's get rid of that one because I don't want that in there. So clear it, compile, save. Right, delete that shitty thing, and let's drag that one in. Right, again we've got to change it to fucking from well to UI. How many times I got to do it. Right, health icon. Right, let's grab the health icon. We're going to have to change it to 35 to 25. Better. Right, we do need a little bit of padding in between this box, which is this defense box. So don't matter, we'll sort it out in a minute. But again, we haven't set up the health, so we're going to have to just do a number. We'll do the health in a minute. I'm just making the UI at the moment because it's the longest thing to do. Right, so defense box, yep. Health box, yep. Control D. Let's get speed box, which is movement speed, attack speed, stuff like that. Trade speed, unlocking speed, whatever way you want to play it. Right, so let's grab the speed logo. Again, why do you always start so big? Like, I should hold the thing, and we can put it as 1.2%. Should that be a times? So 1.2 times. Oh, we can't use the point. 110%. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. I can't use a percent button either. Let's just use it on 10. Right. So again, let's now fill this. Not that way. Right, what are we at? This is a horizontal box. Right, so just set them in the middle. Let's grab all of the stats, so all the boxes here, and we're gonna add 20 pad into them. Oh, maybe not the top, because it needs padding at the top and it needs padding at the bottom. Let's get rid of the top padding. Bang 0 in there, 0. There we go. Right, so the swordsman class, now, got an armory, enter username. I haven't. What have I not done? Oh yeah, the click. Swordsman box visible. Okay. So armory. Are we swordsman box? Swordsman box. Swordsman box. That's a bit weird. Right, let's just visibility it at the minute. Swordsman box. Let's just visible it at the moment. Right. We press play. Obviously, the main menu comes up. Lagging a bit. Put your name in. Do what you need to do. Enter. See, why isn't that coming up? Does this not exist? What are you playing at, game? Right, let's oh fuck. Let's save all. Any time today would be nice. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Right, let's check. Right. Saying I'm fine. Why it take so long to load? Where's me box? Where's me fucking box? Yeah, we'll sort that texture pull out in a minute. Where? I want to know my bloody boxes. Right. Ah. Because the border here is collapsed. For some fucking reason. So it's showing it, it just ain't showing the right thing. There we go. Like, so obviously the swordsman class is going to be different to the wizard, different to the archery, different to the barbarian. But what it's going to do is we're going to have an edit system, so we can change the colour of his hair, maybe, definitely the colour of his skin, name and shit like that. But obviously, where's my phone going off? Okay. Hmm. So now we need to create. So it's literally as easy as just Control D, which is duplicate, and then change this to wizard box if it lets me. Because obviously actually we don't need to do that just yet. We've got to get this stuff sorted out first. So on this we're going to need buffs and debuffs, yeah, but we just want to literally just get it so you can be the people. Later on down the line, after this stream, maybe we can go from there. So then maybe we do that then. So Control D that. Let's make this blah, 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 wizard box. Where was this? So give me the. Just drag it out there. Nope. No. Just give me the bloody box. There we go. Right. Swordsman class. Brilliant. Right, so on this wizard box we now need to change this to wizard class. Wizard class. And we're just going to change these parameters to attack is going to be 25. Defense is going to be slower, but it doesn't really matter. Whoa. Specky key. Health is going to be 80, but movement speed is also going to be 80 because you're going to be an old man, so no, we'll drop that back down to 80. Right, so that's the wizard class done, for now anyway. Let's dupe that and call this one archer class. Archer box. And we're going to grab the whole thing and slide it up to here. There we go. And this one's going to be archer. Archer class. Again, we're going to go keep it at 25, but defense is going to be a bit better, 45, and the health is going to be a bit better, let's say 125, but the speed is going to be kept at 80. Compile, save. It don't really matter what I'm inputting at this at the minute. Yeah, it don't really matter what I'm putting in this one at the minute. I zoomed out there because I don't know how to spell barbarian, so I just literally just fucking barbarian box. We need to get the barbarian box and drag it up. There you go. And again, barbarian, barbarian. Right. So these all by default should be visible, which they are. Good. So on these clicks now, we need to Control D to set visibility, but change it to the archer box there, and get rid of the swordman box. Control D, bring it down here, get rid of the archer box, and get the wizard box, which is obviously at the bottom. There it is, wizard box. This is multiplayer as well, by the way, so yeah. Barbarian box there. Set visibility to that. Right. So obviously once these are open and they're visible, they're just going to jump in front of each other. So what we're going to have to do is get a set visibility here, and if we get them all out, so barbarian box, archer box, swordman box, and wizard box, and we plug them all in, so, and then we just literally delete the ones we don't need. So straighten them up, there we go, bring them down. Right, so obviously that's swordman box, so we want to delete that and put that to collapsed, so it collapse every single one. So down. Right, so on it, Control Z. Let's not delete them first. Let's Control copy them first. Then we can get rid of the swordman. Oh, you get rid of the swordman. Bring the wizard up. Make sure you put it as collapsed. Control D. Drag it down. Get rid of the archer box. Bring it down. Set it to collapse. Control V. This is the wizard box, I think. Yep, wizard. So get rid of the wizard. Set it to collapse. And Control V. Come down. Barbarian box. Get rid of barbarian box. Set it to collapse. So now we go into armory, and we should be able to swordman class, wizard class, archer class, barbarian class, wizard, swordsman. So it should sort of maybe we should put that on, because obviously you only want to click them really. I've got these on hovered, so maybe we want to just, right, so swordsman class, I should get rid of that and drag that to there. Boom. And archer class, which is this one, I'll just put that there. Ooh. That should work. You could definitely, no, maybe not. You probably, yeah, that's barbarian, and that's wizard. I'll bring that down. Then that should all still work. Yeah, I'm going for full shebang. Bit of a lag there to load that one in, but once it's loaded in, it's alright. So obviously these are going to have traits, yeah. How long have I been doing this for? Since 7. So 8, 9, 10. 3.5 hours. Whew. Don't worry, the infantry system's built. We just need to yeah. Right. So we've got swordsman done. So these are, and the only thing now we need to do is open up our other widget, menu widget. So I think it's the player name, and we just got to bang in open level armor play, because we're going to go into the main third person level now. and I want to see if it spawns you to that map. Right, her armory, no, it'll only spawn you to that map if you're in that map. Okay, and it don't even spawn you in that map when that's connected. I must be spawning a map somewhere else, so I have to double check the code, but I must be spawning a map somewhere else. So armory, there we go. Right, so we've clicked on wizard. This is who we want to be. These are the stats of the wizard. Obviously going to be traits and stuff like that, and starting equipment. And then down here in the corner I want a little box. So on the character creator, let's get the sword and hide the rest because they're all going to be in the way. And on the Bulldog name, swordsman class, stats, underneath the stats we need a vertical box. So vertical box, that's not how you spell vertical, Adam, under the stats. Right, no, under the name, that's it. Right, so we're going to auto-fill this because obviously that's what it wants us to do. So button, and I'll show you how we can copy this. So this button is going to be the launch button. So launch button into go into find a server or whatever. We want to find it at the bottom. There we go, fill to the bottom. And I don't want it actually that big. Can I? Right, so I don't. It's going to automatically want to put it up there. Let's put it in the corner and then put text in it. I should make it bigger. I'm hoping. There we go. Right, so I'm going to put 10 pixels all the way around because I don't want it sitting right in the dead center of the corner. There we go. And I'm going to use the same sort of button that we used over here. So I'm just going to literally copy all of that, and then we're just going to paste all of that. That didn't work, did it, Adam? No, because you pressed the wrong button, didn't you, Adam? Yes, you did. Give me the button. Oh my god. Give me the button. Copy. I've got to get a new mouse. Paste. Right, there we go. So let's go over the button down here. This text can be changed to the actual text that we want, and we're going to call this create. Just add a bit of padding left and right. So just add 10 just to make the button a bit bigger. 10. There we go. Right, create button. So the problem with having it like that is on every one you've got to click create. Now I just had a thought that if I grab this button and just drag it onto the canvas panel and then get rid of this box for now, and then grab this, we can drag this and have this under here. So the create button takes into consideration what class you want. So if we anchor that to the middle and just have it under there as create, we can then hide this. So this button we can call create BTN for short button. By default if we visibility it, the claps, and then just drag these fuckers forward mama language, we can then grab the create button and set it into the visibility. Okay. Now we should really drag the create button into both of them, all of them, because even if it exists, it's just going to overwrite it. It's not going to keep. You'd really do it this, because I'm doing it quick. You really do it this way by checking to see if it's valid. If the create button's valid, then you don't need to open it. But if it isn't valid, then open it up. That's the best way of doing it. I don't know why there's a picture of Ernie Bear on the screen. Right. So now, when we play it, go to the armory. We enter our name. Click on swordsman. The button comes up. Okay, no matter what one you click on, the button's there. Okay, because this is not going to go away now, because obviously you've now got to select a character. So let's put that button straight at him. Yeah. Normally the nicest thing to do, so it doesn't look out of fucking place. There we go. Compile, save. Let's just quickly check that. Armory, enter, archer, create. There we go. So the create button's there. I want to make it a bit bigger, so just grab the text and just put a padding of 10 all the way around. No, that ain't gonna work. Let's just make the button bigger. There you go. And then we can make the font a little bit bigger, so say 30. 34. 34, lucky number. Didn't like that, did it? But if we get rid of the zeros on the padding, boom, there you go, crack-a-lacking. Again, the once you click create, what we need to do is we need to know what class we're on. So in the character creator, when we click these buttons, yeah, we are archer selected. This is in the player select. This is a blueprint that I've created, which is just a simple little blueprint. Like I say, yeah, I just built that little thing. So I think it looks pretty sick as a background anyway. Yeah, so this is just a player select, which it just cycles through. So it has all the meshes on, and it just changes the meshes accordingly, whatever one you pick on. But what we need to do, we need to use this character creator to get through to the controller ref. And the reason for that is that we need to. The reason for that is because we now need to, once we've selected it, we now need to spawn to another map. And run around as that character, for example, yeah, and then obviously save what character you've clicked. So when you relog the game and it notices your player name, for example, it will automatically pull up your player and stuff like that. You jump straight into a server and do whatever way you want to do it. So by doing that, I think I'm just literally going to create best way of doing this. Best way of doing this. What is the best way of doing this? Obviously, when the swordsman's clicked, then setting an enum. We could probably do it as an enum. where would I put that enum though? We'll just bang it in here for a minute. I've got to sort out this. It's just I haven't got the time. So char, select enum, and let's try this over here. This enum is just literally going to have swordsman, archer, wizard, bar, bar. That's all I remember. Fuck it. What was it? IAN. Right. IAN. So we're going to save this, and in this character, oh, I just closed it down. In this character creator, we're going to add this as a variable. So variable, and it's this is char select enum, and again char should be there, char select enum. So when we click on swordsman, we drag this out and set it to swordsman, and then when we do archer, we're going to pull this out, select it as an archer. Okay, and then same with a wizard, and then not get, control D that, and then set that as the barbarian. So this is just an easy way of being able to have multiple things used by one variable. So you can literally just grab this on any time you want it and switch char. So whatever one this is sitting in, because obviously when you click through it's going to change them, yeah, but the last one you click on is always going to be the last reference. So if you click on wizard, so for example, if I just put J key here and I'm pressed, or whether this works or not, I don't know, but it should work. So swordsman, control D, archer, actually I know where I'll put this, wizard. This is probably the best way of doing it, I would say anyway. It's just simple, innit? Print, yes I know, BARBARIAN, gonna know how to spell that at the end of this. Right, so we're not going to put it on the J key, we're going to put it on the create button. Oh fuck, create button on clicked. We're going to do it on this because we are going to pretty much do it anyway on this, because we're going to grab the mesh. So let's have a look. Armory. Right, so swordsman. If we click create, it's going to say swordsman. Yeah, even though we clicked on archer now, and then we clicked to wizard, it's going to say wizard. Barbarian, barbarian, wizard, wizard. So it gave us a reference to, so we know what we've got to. We know what we've got to. Yeah, what we have to spawn in. Later on down the line, obviously it's going to have a lot of different other things attached to it, like edits and customization. But for now, we'll just do it this way, I think. Well, yeah. Where's that red ball? There it is. Not a lot left though. Right. So we now need a reference to the third person character. Nah. Oh, it's not in there. It's in inventory. So we now need a reference to this. Don't mind that red man. It just is what it is. Because the reference we need to this is obviously we need to change the mesh to whatever we selected. Now the problem with that is getting a reference to this, because it's multiplayer. You need a reference to the pawn. So if we jump in the infantry component here, on begin play we're casting straight from the controller, and the controller is we're getting owner here, yeah. So if we get the owner and we cast also to the third person player and create a, we shouldn't be casting, we should be using interfaces, but meh. We've now got a strong reference to character, which means that in this character thing we've already got the reference to the controller. I've got that controller reference from when I created the thing. Yeah, I pushed the reference between widgets. So now we've got a thing to that. So from this controller ref, if we get third person character, okay, we now need to create three or four functions in here. So the first one is swordsman function. Okay, swordsman. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bracket F, bracket, and then put swordsman. Okay, and what we're going to do is, because I know what mesh we're going to be using, we're going to do it like this. So we're going to grab the static mesh and we're going to replace, no, set skeletal mesh, and the skeletal mesh we're going to set is the swordsman mesh, which, if I believe is right, I did buy this pack, wasn't that expensive. Mesh is primitive 1, I think, full U, and we're going to slot him in there. Make sure we do return node though. Okay, and then we're going to dupe that, control D that, and this one's going to be archer. And then again, I think it was primitive 2, the archer. Yep. So we're going to grab you and slot you in there and get a return node. Did we add a return node on the last one? No. There's me saying don't forget the return node, and I forget it. Fucking arm nuts. Get too old. My brain's going. Right. So again, let's grab the archer, control D, and call this one wizard. And we're going to grab the wizard, so I think it's prim pack 4. Oh shit, I've been doing it wrong. Right, so we've got to do this again, because I've been doing the Unreal Engine 5, I think. So that's the archer. Just to double check to make sure. But the mesh is prim 1, Unreal, full, U, go. Right, and then one more, which is the barbarian. Can I remember how to spell it? No, I know it's B-A-R-I-A-N. Maybe it's wrong. Fuck it. And I think the barbarian is mesh number 4. There is a mesh 5. Nope, mesh number 3. That's what we've put him as anyway. So right, okay. So now we have them functions in here. We can actually go over to the character creator and pull them. So swordsman. So it's going to set the mesh. Archer. What we have a massive headache with this. A wizard. And Last one. Barbarian. Did I spell it right? Yeah, there you go. I know how to spell it now. Right. So now what we want to do is, because now we've done this, we want to open level by name and join these all up. Join this up. Join this up. And we want to get the level name. So that is in the third person thing. And F2 to edit the name, and then Control C. Back to the content creator. Control B. And then what we want to do, because I had to take it away, we need to now add the we now need to add the widget back for the HUD, but we'll see if that works. It might not work. My phone's just buzzed off. Why are you setting me on that? What are you doing? What the right. So this should log into that. You shouldn't be doing that. What are you doing? Do you like my little tan? We shouldn't be doing this, but do you like my little tan? There's not much here. You'll be the only ones that see this. Down the stairs. The fuck are they over there? Oh yeah. I don't think this works. No. Right, we shouldn't be doing that. We should not be doing that. Just save that and then open up this and then press play. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa! Little red dude. That was me testing out if I can change the colour on his skin, and I can, except for his pants. This should not be happening. We shouldn't be pressing play. This should not be happening. Why is this happening? Project settings is saying boot up menu. Start up with a boot up widget. I don't know. Right, let's find the thing for this launch game. We'll see what happens, eh? Should have to do this every time we check though. So if you don't know that, you just go onto the onto here, right click here and click launch game, or open it up, or switch Unreal versions. That's how you do it. Switch your Unreal Engine version, or you can generate Visual Studio code, so that's for C++, which yeah, about that. So is it launching? Is it? Beep. Why ain't you working? Nope. Nope. So yeah, that was I started off on that. So that was a little pre-project. So I started off on that. So I didn't have to build the whole infantry system again, which takes you fucking hours. So I just literally just bothered it for a minute. I've made some changes to it though, so you're not working? No. Oh, there you go. So you get the Unreal Engine, Bulldog games down the bottom, and it should go to the next screen. That is the plan, but this seems to not have worked. Oh, it's doing something. Whoa! Why did it do that? I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it's just doing something weird. Let's just get rid of them. Right. Why isn't it working on a boot up menu? Right. Let's go to the actual. So let's go to the maps. Let's start on the boot menu. Press play. So why is it spawning us straight into that that map? So where's the widget for that? The boot menu widget. So it should be open in main menu. Why would it be open in main menu? Let's go to main menu. The main menu, there isn't nothing in. So it should just be going to another widget. So we can actually delete that. Unable to delete while it's open. Fair enough. Certainly armor level, not the armor level, bollocks. This level. Right, so we can delete this because we don't actually need that. On the boot up menu now, the boot up widget, it wants us to open the level main menu. We don't actually need to do that. We need to fire the widget. So we need to just create a widget here, and the widget we need to create is the main menu widget with the player controller ref. Now the problem with that is I don't actually have the main menu, the controller ref. So what was I using then? Where did it come from? The controller ref. Right, this is going to be right, widget main menu. Right, so in here, controller ref. This is a component, okay, but the problem is that why would we have a component there when where are we opening the main menu widget? We are opening the main menu widget on the boot widget, surely. But the controller ref, I fucking know why it's doing that. Because it's creating the widget on here. Okay, it's creating the widget on here. So what needs to be done is that it looked like we did need that main menu widget. New level, empty level. Save level in maps as main menu. Main menu is just so we can get a reference. That's why I did it. I say it's for main menu Adam. And the game mode needs to be third person game mode. Okay, so it runs that, and then obviously the boot up widget doesn't need a class. It needs to open level. So open the name, and it's a main menu. So it should open up the widget, but it's not. Because on here it's spawning a player. Because at that precise minute, we haven't got a player. So how do we get that player? Let me have a little think. So we need a reference. From that to run that. Can we do it in the level blueprint? I wonder. Can I do it in the main menu level blueprint? Let's have a look. Right. So, because of our game mode, can we get game mode? And then out of here, get controller. No. We should be able to get player controller. And cast to it. We don't need to add a reference because I don't think we're going to need it. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to need it, but we're going to need to an event graph. We're going to need to just put a custom event here just for now, and just put it. I'll do it delete. Oh, delete, and then just put trigger begin play, and then I know that we've got to delete it. It's just as a test. and pull that in there like that. And then on the main menu, we've got the third person controller. We need to get the BP inventory controller. No, we need a reference to it. So BP inventory controller, and then call delete trigger begin play. Again, it's still not triggered the fucking thing, so let me put this over here, press play, stop it, press play. Right, it's getting it, but it can't get through the cast. So that's the problem that we've got. The cast of the BP third person. Watch. Make this a bit bigger. If we make it like that, you can see it. So, you shit face. So let me just stop that, and I'll press play again. Oh, you shit face. Fuck off. Anyway, you take my word for it. It's not getting past the cast. So if we make this a pure cast, it may be able to do something. Hello? Oh yeah. Got to stop it. Alright, so if you right click these and make them a pure cast, so just literally pure cast, that should work. There you go. So it was struggling because of the fact that it was having an issue there. Right, so let's actually grab this, put this up here, don't really fucking matter. Let's just press compile, save. So it's getting stuck at the third person. Right, so main menu has a following thing. So I don't think we actually need that now. I think the problem was the cast, which it was. So armory, enter. This should enter into the other map. It should enter into the other map. Why ain't it entering into the other map? So on the main menu we did here, when we can actually get rid of that because we don't need that, but the main menu widget here, click armory button and open level by name, and the level of that name, which was done about 100 fucking times. I don't understand why we've got to keep bloody doing it. Maps, copy that, go back up here and slot it in there. So we want to go to the armory map. Right, armory, armory, armory. Alright. Now what? Armory. Can't you do that on a widget? Obviously not. It don't go in there, that's why. It goes in the other widget, Adam, come on. Which is this widget. Open armory name. I've got to see what's happening there. So drag this open. Play armory. Let's open the widget. Let's grab the widget. Let's grab the armory. Enter. So that the button is not actually being pressed. Yeah, it is. It is being pressed. But why is it taking us back? It should open up this level. Am I being a fruitcake or what? Why is it not opening this level? Is it because you can't open a level in a widget? You think that might be the reason? Let's just put a custom event, open armory widget level, and then here open level by name and paste the name. Right, go back to the widget, not that widget, we can get rid of that widget, we want not the boot widget either, we want the player name widget. Come off this, open armory level, might need to be, but we'll see. Armory, enter. Armory, enter. Why is it not fucking opening the level? Why are you being such a prick? If we disconnect that and have the level open in our browser, see, it opens. But I don't understand that. Like, why would it open that level as well? Like, it's opening the widget, but not the level. So it's opening the widget, but not the level. That don't need to be there too. And then obviously we're moving the other widget, but it won't let us open the level. Why won't it let us open the level? That is confusing. Strange. No what? Because that there, we're still in that. Right. Right, I'm going to rename this to armor store. And save. Save all. Save. Right. Player name. Let's just go with the open level by name. Never had this issue before. It's weird. it's, so what is the on this? Oh, I think I know why. Oh no, that's weird. If I put that to none, what the fuck does that do? Nothing. That's just not the issue. Right. Let me have a little think about this. We can't even use overlevel by object reference because it's just not working. But that's bollocks because on the oh, on the boot widget, right? We are opening level main menu, and it opens that level. Okay. But we need that to have that level was opened because of the fact that because it spawns us in as main menu, right? And the main menu, uh, the main menu is its own. It gives you a controller to use when you spawn into the main menu. This is because the reason why I've done that is so it. The reason why I've done that, it's so it obviously when you log in, if you got a save game or a thing for it, then it will find it and it will be putting your name and your character and shit. But I don't understand why that's not opening, and I wonder if it's the map because let's try and open up another map. So let's try and open up third person map. It thought about it, but it didn't want to do it. So there must be a reason of why it won't do it. Unless it's loading that map, but it would have stalled. This is bugging the fuck out of me. Oh, for fuck's sake, Adam. I just clocked. I'm going to show you it. I think I've just blocked it anyway. Maps, army store, give me that. Now, we're removing the widget before opening the level. So, that means it's not going to finish the blueprint before it removes. Has it got to have time to load? No, what the fuck are you doing? Right. Oh, you'd have thought that was it. You know, you would have thought it was it. Fucking. Let's try this one. Before we move to the widget, let's give it 5 seconds. It should just go into a loading screen, but let's just give it 5 seconds. Why is it just pulling it off straight away? It should give it 5 seconds. I've told you to give it 5 fucking seconds. What is your beef, man? Well, I've clicked the enter button. It just took me straight back to the army. Right. Let's run away. I can't even run away. I haven't fucking casualty yet. Bug off. Right, let's have a look at this. See, I had it working, watch, right? Without having the open level there. You load the armor store up. You go armory, enter. See? It's weird, isn't it? Let's actually have a look. Is there anything in the open level blueprint? Right. So I'll begin play. First person. Play edit. obviously look, so this is the next step. This is the next step to, so obviously when you hit the swordsman here, yeah, and you then go from, once you hit the button, you then go back to the third person and insert the mesh, yeah. So this is what I'm having fucking issue with, fucking piece of fucking shit. So it opens a level because of the fact that I'm in the level, but when I'm not in the level, it won't open the level. So if I go to the level of this level, press play, go to the armory, enter, it opens me up in this level because it's using your base level as what level it wants you to open it up as, right? In there, for example. So I've got an idea, right? So we are going from the boot menu to the main menu, right? And then we're going to this inventory component, which is in the event graph here, and we're going to UI show. So add to viewport here, let's spawn the level in here. So open level by name, and hopefully I still get saved. I have, right. So it's going to open the level and spawn us in while on the main menu, right? So maybe not, right? So there shouldn't be no reason why I can't click them buttons. What the flying absolute fuck? Oh my god. Thank you. Decided to... Am I absolutely missing something here or what? I'm 100% missing something here. What the fuck am I missing? I've got to be missing something. That's not helping. not fucking helping. What about open the level before you enter your name? So on construct, open the fucking level. You should be able to click that button and open the fucking level. Right. Yes, okay. Oh, fuck off. Right, so that's running, right? Before it moves the widget, then it moves the widget. Right, so it's something to do with this level. To me, it just doesn't like it. What other levels we got? Can we just make a quick shitty level? Let's just make a quick basic level. And then we'll save this as a test level. Save current level as, and just call it test level. Right, we're going to copy that actually, so we don't need to copy it again. And we are going to do the third person. Right, so we've got to get off this level, so we're going to go to the armory. Now on this fucking thing here, we're going to change that to that. Okay, open test level, and I'm going to check it to see if it runs on my other screen. Right, so armory's ticked. Get the name widget up. Click enter. No. So should this be unpressed? I doubt it, but we'll fucking try anything in a fucking minute. Stop. Unpressed. So leave both of them attached, eh? No. It does not want to load in that game. And I don't understand why. Because it's loading in the main menu, I guess. Do we have to... I know fucking why. I know why. Fuck me. Took a time, but I know why. Right, because this is what's happening. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Right, this is what's happening. Nah, this test level, yeah, it's loading a test level. It is, right? It's there. But what it's doing, it's rerunning this begin play again, because obviously you're creating another. You're going back to the controller, so you're reactivating the controller, which is opening up this. Okay, so the in-game HUD, we need to do a check. It's already got the check there, but it's the W game HUD, not the main refu, not the main menu. So if we grab the main menu ref and stick it into there, because we're not creating this HUD anymore, not yet anyway. Okay, so let me just double check to make sure that that's in. We don't need to give it 5 seconds, and let's play. So we're going armory, we're clicking in now. Nah, because we're clicking it, it's opening up for a brief second, but then you're having the widget dying. So we're opening up this armor store, and then we're having the weapon die. Now if we hey, it's gonna be fucking hard. Let me see how many controllers it's actually creating. So it's creating one server spawned, right? And then, because I believe that's it, armory, enter. It's now rerun it. I'll just see it rerun it again, which is obviously going to put the UI showing game HUD. Now we probably are in the map, but it's showing us this again. We probably are behind this in the map, but it's showing us this again. So the only way to find that out quickly is to go into Armor Store, open up the level blueprint, and then on begin play, remove all widgets, just to check that. Alright, Bruno. Remove all widgets. Bruno! Maybe not. So when we open this, maybe create the widget there again. Maybe. Fuck knows. Lost for words. This could be the fucking end of this shit, I tell ya. Right, so I'm going to copy this is locally controlled, and I'm gonna open up the main menu level, save and select the other menu, and go into the open blueprint, and on begin play create matching function. Right, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so is locally player controlled, so we need to get player controller and slot in there. Alright, so you can tell I'm getting a bit fucking deflated because of this shit. Right, so we're going to open it up there. So what that means is we're actually going to fucking bypass this shit straight into there. Okay, so when we play we're still going to get, no we're not, I didn't add it to viewport, did I? Did I add it to viewport? I can't fucking remember what I did. Main menu widget. I ain't even got it in it. Fucking. Let's just grab it and control C that shit. Main menu, fuck off. Yes, fuck off. Control V. Plug that in there. Fuck the controller off. Plug that into there. Only client is that. Right. Armory. Right. We're moving right down the player name. Now when we click we need the main menu up. Oh, fuck off, get rid of that, we don't need that. We need the main menu up, the main menu widget. Right, so now when we click on Armory we're going to remove from parent and then create a widget, and the widget we're going to create is the player name widget, and we're going to add that to viewport. Now the problem is, and we're going to get errors, is we now do not have a reference to the thing anymore. There you go. Right, so we're not loaded into that level or anything. The reason was that it kept going over and over and over and over and over, so it kept running this, and because we're closing the widget, it's saying that it's invalid, so redo it. Well, theoretically you don't want it to do that, so we need to now somehow on the character controller here we need to set this up. So on the player name, get rid of this, we don't need the unpressed now. We are creating the character controller. Get player controller, get it's going to give us an error because it can't find the reference there, and it can't do the game username there. Yeah, so why isn't it creating the widget now? When we click the enter button, we want it to create the. Do I still have it in the main menu? Probably not. Fucking said 8 mate. Maps, armor store, save, open level blueprint. No, we're not deleting it. Right, so we don't need to look at that. So we are not fucking young, but we're getting there. So right, so we are adding this to viewport. Let's bypass that for a minute and see if that helps with creating the widget, because obviously then it's controller F. So why did it do that? Why is it starting off in that? Right, so why aren't you creating the widget now? Why are you not creating the fucking widget now? Go back to armor store. Are we still on the third person? Here we are. The menu still on the third person. Game mode, yes we are. And what are you doing again? I forget. Right, so you're adding that on begin play. You're adding the main menu. You're adding the main menu, and that is not a reference to self. This is driving me fucking mad. Why ain't you displaying the fucking widget now? We need to get rid of some of this shit up here because I'm getting confused. So fuck off the minute. Boot menu widget, fuck off, we don't need you. Main menu widget, probably going to need you. Main menu, we do not need you. We're going to need the controller for now. And we'll get rid of you. Right, so on the name widget, we click enter, and we're going to create the character widget. On the fucking screen, we're going to add to viewport on the fucking screen. No, we're not. Right, so why are you still doing this? Because of the world save. So fuck off from that for a minute. Right, so armory, enter, no widget. Right, so we're creating the widget there, which is not having a fucking issue. It's not having a fucking issue. You fucking see me steaming. So now we go into player name. When we click the enter button after entering the player name, we then want to create another fucking widget. Create widget. Now the widget is the character creator widget, and I'm going to literally add to player screen and then open the level. Oh my god, my god, oh my god, why haven't you do this to me? Right, fuck them, we're not going to put it there, we're going to just open a level, and then in the level blueprint, which we've got to go back to now, we're going to put it in there. So in here, we're just going to pop it in here. Yeah, create widget. The widget we're going to create is the character create, and we're going to add to viewport. Right. For some reason, I don't know why it does that. I've got it set up for it not to do that, but somehow it does do that. There we go. Right, so now we've got the different fucking people. Right. Now, the problem is the main menu. We now need to get a reference from for the player controller reference. Okay, so and the only way I know how to do that is getting a reference on the actual player controller. So we've got to find that because I don't use it. And we are going to get rid of that content blueprints, and in here we're going to create an interface, and this is going to be player controller interface. Adam, need the interface, mate. You ain't gonna know what the fuck it is. Right, so interface, and we are literally gonna cut it as F2. Hello, delete, fuck off. F2 player controller ref, and we're going to compile that, and we're going to add an output as player third person controller, and this is controller ref. Now we need to get rid of that, and we need to open up that player controller. So did we open it up? Yeah. Right, so classes, add player controller interface, save, play, open this up. Is it? Yeah, I had to double check. Not that one. Add the player controller ref up, and then we're just going to put self, because now we're going from our player to that. Okay, so we're going to get our ref from there. File save. Now in the main menu widget, we're going to grab off the player controller, and we're going to get player controller reference message. So as long as we're locally controlled, we're going to get that from there, but we should just dab that up into there, get rid of that. The controller ref can go into there, but we also need to get the BP controller and plug it into there. And then what we need to do is copy that and that, Control C, press save, play. Oh, and that, Control C. Right. So now we have a ref to that, which means that now the main menu have a ref to that, and the player widget can on construct also get a ref to that, like that. Promote to variable, compile, save, and the character as well can also get a ref to that. Begin play, construct. Let's see if it fucking works. It probably won't work, but we'll fucking see. Player name, yes. We don't need to do that, we just need to join them up like that. Or we can then go into the other map, the AMR store, go into open level blueprint, and 4-player edit here, control V this to here, and plug that into there, like so. And then on the character creation, we should be able to we've got the controller ref here, and we should be able to open up that third person map there, spawned as our player. So we need to get rid of this because for some reason it doesn't like starting from that map. So armory, enter username, give it a minute, will be a wizard, we'll click create, and it hasn't done what it's supposed to do, but it spawned us in the world, for example. But we can't move because obviously the things are all fucked up. Right, so probably replay controller ref on gamer username. So it can't find that because I haven't promoted it to a variable. Oh, I have promoted it to a variable, sorry, we don't need that one. We actually need this BP. So the BP controller can fucking go into there, like that. We can get rid of that controller ref and bring that up there. Get rid of that, we don't need that. Compile, save, so that'll bring over the username. And then this controller ref, that's it, didn't like the wizard because of the ref that it's given. So it was a wizard, so we go with over the door. So we need to set primitive, and we need to set the fucking, so get player controller and set game mode only to that. Actually control D that, oh, control X that, delete that. We ain't going to do it on the third person, we'll do it on the widget, just so it sets it all back nicely. So when we click create, boom, we should be able to move then. And we'll do the show mouse cursor as well. So grab all this and move this, because I don't think that actually works, that controller ref, but we'll have to see if we can figure something out. Set show mouse cursor to false. Play. Armory, enter. Archer, create. We can now move around, but it's not changing our mesh. So access none, trying to read property third person archer as third person character. So this controller ref, which is now, I think it doesn't like that. So we could probably just cast, but I don't really want to do that. But I'm guessing it would make it work. We could come up here and cast to third person character, and if we pop that into there like that, we could potentially promote that to a variable. No, on player controller here. If that's an issue, we would then create a why are you being such a cunt? Oh, it's frozen. It's gonna fucking crash. It's gonna crash. Try too much shit. It's gonna crash. Gonna crash. Gonna crash. Gonna crash. Oh, thank fuck for that. Right, so on here, it's get player pool. The only problem is we're going to have to put it on a standalone. And then down here, for now, we'll have to put it on third person character. We'll just slop that in there. And then if we hold control, we can grab all them pins and stick it in there. That does need to be referenced, but not yet. So let's see what happens. Armory. Let's pick the wizard. Create. No, still didn't do any fucking thing in the world, you cunt. But there was no errors. So that's the controller. Third person character. Might have to do it on the construction script. That might need to create ourselves a function for the construction script. But then it should just, I don't think we need to do it on the construction script. So the mesh, we want to change. Alright, so we're getting the mesh, we want to change it to the new mesh. That's it, that's it, that's simple as shit can be, you prick. Unless these need to be oh, okay, we're going to try one, because if it ain't one, then right, so blueprint interface, player interface, because we're going to need this anyway. Okay, so player interface, in the player interface, we're just going to call this Archer. Okay, compile, fight that off, go to third person, go on to class settings, add for player interface, and open the interface. We've got Archer. We want to get the mesh, set mesh, set skeletal mesh. Okay, because this is going to have to be a thing anyway. And what was the Archer? I can remember now. Primitive 2, I think. Yeah, you. Boom. And then on the character creator, we're just going to get Archer, which should have a message, because that's the one pulling from the thing. We're going to literally connect it up there and then connect it into there. So at the minute it's just the Archer that's going to work, if it works. No. Oh, the fucking thing. So we didn't need that. Get rid of that. For some reason it's not fucking working. Can I grab the mesh and set skeletal mesh? Right, so we've got to look at, when we press play, what's being drawn in. So yeah, obviously we need to get the let's actually have a look when it's on listened, which I don't think it'll make any difference, but you never know. No. Right, so while we're here, let's open up this third person and then just put J keyboard. I love J. Get mesh. Set skeletal mesh. See if there's anything working in the background to that. So we're just going to press J when we load up. Anyway, it doesn't matter what one you create. Oh fuck, don't want it to do that. Create. Armory. In Archer. Create. What the f... Nah what? Nah fucking what? Armory, username. Right, there we go. Right, so J, there you go. So it works, we're just getting the wrong reference. So it works, we're just getting the wrong reference. So if we can get the player controller, what about if we can get the game mode? So get game mode. Can we split this? Can we break? Make slate brush. Ah, brilliant. Defaults. Get pawn. Get default for controller. Net player. This needs to work because we need to now need to get a reference for that. And that reference is no good, apparently, anyway. This cast a third person character, get owner, is no good. Maybe get player pong. Fuck's sake. I think it'd be smart enough. To know that sort of shit when you're armory, enter, wizard, create. Right. Player name. No, we do not need this no more. Fuck off. So on character creator, I think we're going to get errors. No, we didn't. Oh. Build a game, they said. It'd be fun, they said. It's not fucking fun. This is fucking torture. Right. So we are getting the inventory component controller, I think. One way of figuring that out is go to the main menu, and the only way to figure that out is to grab this, and before we do this we're going to print, and we're going to put the controller within there so we get a name for it. Yeah. So the controller's coming through, but I haven't got it. This is, if you're watching this in the future, this is what game development is. It's pretty much, I'm not gonna fucking work. That's pretty much what it is. So who has a reference? I would have thought this controller has a reference for the character, but it doesn't. Can we change that from an impure cast now, because we've changed the name, and give it a little bit more kick up the fucking arse? No. No. No, 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 no. So, is locally, so is controlled. We are casting to third person character, but we're not casting to that specific one. So Hmm. Right. Get owner, cast a character. Get owner, cast to character. So who the fuck is character? Okay. We could potentially fucking do this. Yes, we are going to delete it. We're going to promote that to a variable as character. Okay, and we're going to go back to our third person, and we're going to quickly add that back in. Down here, we're going to go to mesh, set skeletal mesh, and then find the skeletal mesh again and plug in. Right. So, what do we call it? As character. Right. So, the character creation, Control F. As character. What was it? Archer, wasn't it? Archer. Message. We're going to plug that into there, and we're going to plug that into fucking there. And we're going to get rid of that. Fuck off for a minute. If it works, I will add you in, I promise. I promise. Right, so it was an archer, wasn't it? Ah, fucking bastard. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Oh, why are we waiting? Oh, me Lord, fucking adibadad. I'm gonna have to sit here for 2 minutes, eat a Kit Kat Crunchy, and get myself a drink. I'll be right back. time are we at? 2 hours. Right, I think that'll do it. Back again tomorrow, yeah. So what we in? We're in 5 hours. Done 5 hours so far. Still got 19 hours. 19 hours to go. So we'll see what happens. Thank everyone for tuning in. Appreciate if you've got to the end. Yeah, like and subscribe. There's plenty of other tutorials on my channel, so go check them out. But, yeah.